Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another episode of Basic Breakdown. I'm here in the filming studio at MassiveJoes headquarters with resident purveyor of the world's finest proteins, Vince.
What's going on?
Vince, we've got a little different protein in this Basic Breakdown. This is not it's not a whey-based protein. It's not a plant-based protein.
Nope.
It is a milk-based protein, but it's the different strain of milk protein called casein.
Yes.
From our good friends at R1 Casein.
Oh, big tub.
It is a big tub. Let's dive straight in, Vince.
Let's do it. So from the top, serving size is 1 scoop, which is 34 grams, and there's 55 serves per tub.
To 4 pounds?
4 pounds.
Makes it a 4-pound tub.
Yeah. So we have 120 calories coming from 1 gram of fat, 0.5 grams of saturated fat in that. We have 3 grams of carbs, of which 1 gram is fiber and 1 gram is sugar. And then we have 25 grams of protein.
What are those split out as percentage macros there, Vince?
So protein, we're looking at 73.5%. Carbs, we're looking at roughly 8.8%. And fat, we're looking at about 2.9%.
It's pretty good macros for a casein, man.
Yeah, it's a lean casein.
Yeah, most caseins we tend to see a little bit higher in carbs.
About 6, I reckon.
Yeah, and fats as well, like 3% fat.
Yeah.
They've done some good processing to get those macros out of this casein.
They have.
What are we talking about in terms of formula here?
Formula, so 100% micellar casein for their casein protein.
Yep.
This one is the chocolate, so we have some cocoa in here, natural artificial flavors, some salt. They do put some gum in here, so I haven't tried it. It's going to be, I would expect a thick casein blend.
It's, you could definitely make like a custard or a sludge.
Definitely could.
For sure. Just with casein by itself, as soon as you add the gums in there, oof. Yeah. Delicious.
I think it would give it a nice mouthfeel if you do that as well, though. And then some sweetness.
There you go.
That's it.
So just a little comment on the different types of casein, Vince, because casein protein is not casein protein. There's 2 different types. There's micellar casein, which is what we're dealing with this R1 casein. Then there's calcium caseinate, which is casein protein, but a different type. It's obviously got calcium involved in the manufacturing process. The main difference between the two, micellar casein, what happens when you digest it is it's very, on a pH level, on an acidity level, it's very basic in its acidity. Your stomach is obviously a very acidic environment. So what happens is it hits your stomach, your gut, your gastrointestinal tract, and it forms what are called micelles. This is why it's called micellar casein. Micelles, which are, if you think about protein, like bonded protein, they're protein molecules that bond together physically and form a very big surface area around the micelle, which makes it super hard for your body to digest. Sometimes good, sometimes bad, but effectively it makes it a super slow release protein because your body has to break down these micelles from the outside with this big surface area. It takes a long time to digest. Calcium caseinate does a similar thing, not to the same effect as micellar casein. So it's going to be slow digesting, but not as slow digesting as micellar casein. The other difference from a consumer experience is calcium caseinate tends to be quite grainy, whereas micellar casein has graininess to it, but definitely not as grainy as a calcium caseinate.
Definitely.
So that's a little casein 101
casein biology class
with Professor Joe. Let's talk about flavors. Let's talk about price. Then we're going to talk about when you would use a casein. I think let's round out with that.
So flavors at the moment we have the choc fudge, vanilla cream, and cookies and cream. It is new, so they also do a choc peanut butter, strawberries and cream, and lightly salted caramel, which I would expect we'll get in the future.
Good spread of 6 flavors there. Price, where we at?
So currently we only have the big tubs. Small ones, same thing, probably in the future coming. So big ones are looking at $99.95. And your small ones probably roughly $69.95.
Price per serve on that?
$1.82 for your 55 serve, so per serve.
Good for 25 grams of protein, not bad at all.
Yeah, quite good.
When would you use a casein, Vince? Because we talk so much about gut health, right? And we talk about, you want fast-acting proteins because they're digested very quickly, they put low gastrointestinal load, they get up, the amino acid uptake is very fast, your body's able to use the protein. This is completely down the other end.
It is.
Right? So when would you use a slow-release protein like a casein protein?
I mean, all the time, most people would use casein before bed. Sometimes, But in saying that, you could use a casein anytime where you're not going to be able to eat for a prolonged period of time and need something slow digesting. So that's where your before bed comes in, because you have that something that's going to digest quite slow to fuel your body over that time and give a kind of supply of amino acids for recovery 100%. During that period.
Really, and before you're about to enter any significant period of fasting, is when you would use a casein. Or the other thing, Vince, is if you want to make custard or mousse or sludge or whatever you want to call it out of your protein rather than drink it. That's where you're going to use a casein, because casein makes it better than any other form of protein.
Typically, casein can usually taste better. I mean, we're getting some really good whey proteins out now, but casein typically has tasted better or a bit richer, I would say, than whey protein in the past.
Vince, anything else you'd like to add?
No, that's it.
Before I tell the viewers to hit the subscribe button. Subscribe to the MassiveJoes YouTube channel, guys. Don't forget to turn your post notifications on your mobile, your cell phone, your desktop PC, your smart TV, whatever other device you're watching this video on, so you don't miss a beat when it comes to all these new episodes of Basic Breakdown and everything else we've got going on here at the MassiveJoes YouTube channel. That is Basic Breakdown on Rule 1, R1 Casein. Until next time, where we come to and from, Vince.
MassiveJoes.com.
Stay massive.
Thank you for tuning in to this video. We hope you enjoyed watching. Don't forget to check out our latest upload and our recommended video, and be sure to subscribe to the MassiveJoes YouTube channel to stay up to date with all of our latest uploads.